Hi there, it's Lukasz for the Tech Travel Geeks, and this is the unboxing video for the Xiaomi Redmi Note 11, a brand new budget smartphone we've just received for review from Xiaomi UK. Let's see how it compares to other similar phones coming out right now. The phone comes in the usual small white box, with the phone and some branding at the front and almost no text elsewhere, other than the mention of easy access to Google Apps, which is an obvious jab at one of their competitors. The back is just plain white, no specs here. I'm excited to see what's inside and which of the three colors we got. The twilight blue, the star blue, which is my favorite as it's the most unusual of the three, or graphite grey. Starting with the accessories box, which has the powered by Redmi branding, we get the usual SIM ejector tool, which we'll use in the upcoming video, so make sure to check it out soon. There's also the usual paperwork, warranty card, quick start guide, and safety information. I'm sure I'll read all of it back to back. There's also a silicone case, which is great to see, as my usual flip cases are not available yet, as it's still very new. Below, we get the phone itself, and the mystery is solved. It's the graphite grey color. Better luck next time? There are some of the headline features listed on a sleeve, but let's finish going through the box first and discuss the specs in a moment. There's not too much else to see here though, but the great news is that we get a 33A charger included in the box. The large 5000 mAh battery is supposed to charge from empty to full in around an hour, which is fantastic. You also get the usual USB-C cable, with the typical orange indicating fast charging capabilities for Xiaomi smartphones, really great to see. And that's it for the box, so let's get back to the phone. Before we start, let me clarify which phone we're talking about here. Xiaomi have just announced 4 new phones on January 26th. The cheapest Redmi Note 11, which we have here, the Redmi Note 11S with 108 megapixel camera, the Redmi Note 11 Pro, and the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G. The Redmi Note 11 should not be confused with the Redmi Note 11 released in November in China, which had a different processor, screen, etc. and was almost identical to the Poco M4 Pro 5G, which I'm finishing reviewing just now. Expect our review in a few days. You can also expect a comparison of the two phones soon, as there are more differences between them than I expected. This phone is actually a direct follow-up to the Redmi Note 10, which Matteo reviewed on our channel a few months ago, so make sure to check his review for more information. Looking at the phone itself, the back is quite plasticky, but it's also matte, which should keep the fingerprints away. However, the phone is quite thin, and I almost want to say minimalistic, with the 6.43-inch screen at the front. Branding is quite subtle, with just a small Redmi logo and some copyright information. Interestingly, the text suggests you should hold the phone like a camera, horizontally, but the 50 megapixel AI camera text on the camera bump is sideways. I guess there wasn't enough room. The camera unit doesn't stand out too much from the phone, but there are 5 elements: a 50 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide, and 2 sticker cameras, the 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth sensor, plus a flash. We'll have to see how well this quad system performs compared to the recent Poco M4 Pro, which had some space for improvement in the camera department. One thing I noticed is that, unfortunately, the video capabilities of this device are quite limited. There is no electronic image stabilization or recording in 1080p in 60 frames per second. So if you want to film some footage with movement, you might need to use a stabilizer, and you won't be able to film slow motion footage in 60 frames per second in Full HD either, which is unfortunate. Looking around the device, at the bottom we have a microphone, the USB-C port for charging and data transfers, as well as the bottom speaker. Yes, that means that we have stereo speakers, which should help you enjoy a more immersive audio, video or gaming experience. Great to see in such a budget device. On the side, we have the volume rocker as well as the side-mounted fingerprint scanner, which is one of my favorite features on most Xiaomi devices, so I'm really happy to see it return here. At the top, there's the microphone and IR blaster, which should come in handy when traveling. the top speaker, and the carriage port, or 3.5mm headphone jack, which is always great to see. The other side has just a SIM card slot, which can house 2 nano SIM cards and also a micro SD card, which is great to see. We'll check it out soon in the upcoming phone setup video. At the front, in addition to a 13-megapixel front-facing camera, which can record video in 1080p, we get the aforementioned Full HD Plus screen. The great news is that it's an AMOLED one rather than LCD, which is fantastic to see in a budget device in the Redmi series. We actually saw a very similar screen in the Redmi Note 10 last year. I can't wait to test it out properly, so let's just switch it on for a moment. The good news is that the Mi logo actually refers to the brand new MIUI 13, and I haven't had the pleasure of using it yet, so make sure to check the setup and software video coming up soon. However, it's still based on Android 11 rather than 12, let's hope it gets updated accordingly. As it's an AMOLED screen, the blacks should be much darker and it should give us some battery saving when in dark mode. It also supports 90Hz refresh rate for a smoother experience. With regards to the hardware, the phone is using the Snapdragon 680, which is a mid-range processor from Qualcomm and is a follow-up to the Redmi Note 10's Snapdragon 678. We'll take it through its paces soon and compare it with Poco's MediaTek Dimensity 810 5G. Speaking of which, the Redmi unfortunately doesn't come with 5G connectivity, so if you need it, you might want to check either the Poco or the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G, which should be coming out soon as well. Similarly, there's no NFC available on this device, so if you need wireless payments, you won't be getting them here. To finish off with the specifications, my review unit came with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage, but there's also the 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage options available. So far, the phone looks quite interesting. I like how well it fits in my hand, with the size that's smaller than I'm used to, and with sharper edges on the sides. Was it inspired by the iPhone 12 by any chance? More likely by its older brother, the Xiaomi Mi 11 Lite 5G, which had a slightly similar design. Not to mention the fact that it comes with the side-mounted fingerprint scanner that I like so much. I'm also looking forward to checking how the Snapdragon 680 processor performs, potentially using one of the new game controllers I'll be reviewing in parallel, so keep your eyes open for that. And that's it for this introduction video. In the next one, we'll be going through the setup of this device, the software experience, and the features of MIUI 13, among others, so make sure not to miss it by subscribing to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. Leave us a like if you enjoyed this video, and let us know what other content you'd like to see about the Redmi Note 11. But for now, thanks for watching.